once I land in Dubai, especially for Middle Eastern people, that job background is not really counting. It looks like you need to start from zero again. What I did is that I start like applying, and then walking as well with my CV printed.
Wait, you were walking around with your CV?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this girl is
like
crazy.
that.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Chioma and I'm joined by my friend.
Hi everyone, my name is Ellie. Nice to see you all. Nice to talk to you all.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Of course, I'm happy to have you here. So I'm going to allow Ellie to introduce herself and what she does. So tell us, what do you do?
I'm 25 years old, first of all. And I do logistic and shipping, especially. And I have a bachelor, I should say that, in business and finance, and also industrial engineering. And then one master in logistic and supply chain management. And it's very different areas because I couldn't decide my path, basically. So I finished one, and then I was like, why not to have like business and finance skill as well, because I always wanted to know how like business working. And then after that, as an industrial engineer, you can always choose logistic for your masters to pursue more and know beyond the theory, you know, like what's happening in the real logistic and shipping world. But yeah, so cool. So my work is right now is related to that as well, like kind of, logistic and shipping, basically, we can say.
That's perfect. I really love that. And something I've always admired about Ellie here is that she's very driven, even when we were at school. So Ellie and I went to the same uni. We were classmates until she decided to leave during third year. So we both studied the same course. And one thing I loved about her was the fact that she was always so hardworking and so dedicated. Like she puts her 150% into everything. So I'm so happy for that. So today I want to talk to Ellie about how she was able to get her first job in Dubai and just advice that she has for logistics people as well, people that want to pursue that same path. So let's start from the scratch, right? How did you get your first internship in logistics?
Okay. So if I want to start, before I come to Dubai, I had in another countries like internship and work as well. I would say I was working full-time in another country, but once I land in Dubai, especially for Middle Eastern people, that job basically background is not really counting, I would say. So like it looks like you need to start from zero again. So what I did is that I just start when I was like in a summer, like before master, I start like applying, and then walking as well with my CV printed in, especially I would say DIFC. Like I did like for 1 week non-stop like, walking with like professional outfit and just with the CV in my hand, and then so many networking events in DIFC especially. And then I landed on the first, basically I would say internship camp summer for PwC, and it was like logistic internship. And then after that they called me for like a business development part in the DIFC sector. So I worked there for the whole summer, and then the summer before that I worked for the PwC camp, I would say. And then after like 2, I would say internship here, I started working in Canon. Wow. So in Canon, it was very interesting because when I was like studying in my logistic, I tried to be like so much, what they say, like in the eyes of the teachers and professor. Some people would say, ew, that's like, oh my God, you're just like that girl and nerdy. But I didn't like care about that much because I was always like, try to sit in the first row and then try to engage in every course, like try to like
read that
be active, show yourself. And then eventually the head of the logistic, which is like Dr. Shireen.
Oh, Shireen, okay.
Yeah, she's the head of logistic in our university. And then she noticed that. Yeah, she was like, oh, you're so active. Do you want to attend this event? I was like, yeah. And I was like, not saying no to anything, basically. Like, even if the event was in Abu Dhabi, I was like, you would driving there in the early morning. And I did that for like 6 times for ad hoc event. And then I did non-stop for like one, like there was like 5 days straight you need to go to Abu Dhabi and come back. It's a big event. I would really recommend for the people who want to like
Get into that.
to just get into that. And I was like going there, I was learning about new basically new ideas, and also talking to so many like interesting people. Like you don't know, like, oh my god, this person did that, this person did this. Eventually, like after so many like connection, I would say, my LinkedIn grew up. I started like connecting to so many people and talking to them. Like you need to just stand there and talk for 20 minutes. And I was like, remember, I was going 6 in the morning, coming back 12 at night.
Wow.
For every day. And every, like, you know, every section I was visiting it, and I was not skipping one event. And also, like, I would say, like, just talking to the people. And it's something doesn't look nice, but I was like acting like a salesperson, but for myself. For yourself, so like selling your own skills and this. And eventually I got the job in like Canon. They called me, do you want to do logistic, like basically like as a contract? And then I was like accepting it. And that's how I was like doing my dissertation, and I was working at the same time.
So you were doing your dissertation and working at
I know, exactly. Before my dissertation even I was working.
And you know, first of all, your story, I never knew all of this. Like, I never knew that you went through all of this phase. I didn't even know about you holding your CA. That's so cool. But something I want to say is, I love how you are very shameless when it comes to pursuing things that you want. And you've always had this, like, high level of confidence. Like, you're the kind of person that even if you don't know something, you're going to figure it out. So I'm kind of curious, like, how did you develop that confidence as an international student? Because, you know, many times, yes, people are coming from a different country to Dubai to work, and most of them, they're scared to network, they're scared to speak to people. So how did you develop that level of confidence?
You're right. So I would say my mom put me when I was grade 3, and I cried. I was like, I don't want to learn English. And then I started learning when I was 17 by movie. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And then I moved out, and I was like, oh, I don't have anything to lose. So I was like, okay, I'm an immigrant student, we have only student visa, so what can go wrong? Like, and then every time, I don't know if it's helping or not, but every time I was like walking with my CV, I was like saying, imagine this gonna work out, you know? And then if it doesn't work out, they're not gonna know me, so I'm gonna walk out, and then I would never come back to this place, because I'm like, okay, this is a company I would go, either it's like hit or miss, you know? And if it miss, I'm like, I was always like, you're fooling myself. I was like, okay, they will not remember me, definitely, and then it would be just a story for them to laugh maybe later. Oh, there was a girl just walking with the CV. But this thing I did, it was like for 3 years ago, 4 years ago, but I don't know if it's like still working or not. But that time it was like so popular to do that.
But you know, I feel like even if you did it now, it's going to still work, because at this time right now, many people are still trying to sit back at home, apply through LinkedIn. There's nobody that's actually having that confidence to like go out and So I think if people still do it now.
Feedback I heard from one of these people, because you just walk in and you bring your CV and
you're confident, you're not scared about it.
And then it's like people love it, definitely. They would admire even your confidence
for doing that.
They're like, oh, if this person can do this, actually she or he can do in the job as well, because they see that you have a potential. You're like
that drive.
Yeah, you have like, you can take responsibility, and you're strong. And you're, I don't know, like you can do it, you know what I'm saying? Because you show up like this, so definitely you show up to the work as well.
That's so true.
They would definitely notice you, and you would stand up of the other student. But definitely don't be ashamed to like stand up. Like just be like the person, like dress professionally. I was remembering, I was like, I didn't have anything, but we wear high heels and this suit, and I was like, I'm gonna act it to make it, you know, like fake it to make it, basically.
That's so. Now I want to go back a bit, right? So what did you put in your CV to actually get yourself noticed? Like, were there some words that you put? Because most times what I've seen is that many people they might not have any work experience at all. So for somebody that doesn't have any work experience, they've done zero job, what do they put on their CV to even get an internship?
I always look at the CV as your passport. You know, like some people might be not agree with me. But I feel like it's like if I was like, I had the HR friend, and he said like, I want, when I look at your CV for 1 second, I know what you're doing. Like your whole life basically. And this doesn't mean about your own life, it means like in your professional life. And then that's how they're like skimming and scanning your CV, and they want to know like what's happening. For picture, I really don't know. Like there's people saying put picture, there's someone saying like don't put picture. It doesn't matter that one. Just make sure that you put every part of like information, like the normal information, name and email, blah blah blah, and then also like the summary about you. If you don't have any work experience, I'm sure you guys like did definitely projects. Yes, project. And even if you didn't, try to do it. Maybe even like if volunteer, even if it's like unpaid even internship or anything, just say yes to anything at the start. Later on, don't say yes to anything, but at the start, just have that, just say initial thing. Like, don't even think twice, just say yes, I can do that, yes, I can do that, because you're fresh, you're young, definitely you will figure it out. And then it will be CV. It's a common word here. They say, oh, it will be CV, don't worry. And it's right, you can just put your project there on that. If you have any certificate, it will be amazing. Even I would say to my friends, even LinkedIn certificate, what is it like? It's zero actually. Zero dirham, not costing any. Just even try to get those, you know what I'm saying, like try to make article, show off your article, think about new technology in your sector, especially from my sector in logistics. Always looking for sustainability, so like just try to work on it, like be a brand, you know, like like build your cheese, be a brand, like what they sell. Like for example, Hermes, you go and they have a Birkin. Everyone know Hermes for the Birkin, so you should be like, for example, your own brand. Like I'm Juliet or something. This is my brand, this is what I'm good at it, definitely. So just try to put that, and then so many certificates add to it, and skills as well is so important. Like even if you know like Excel so good, just write it down. If you know like any software, write it down. Really sell those skills. Just put it there. And honestly, I didn't even know how to make a good CV. Oh my God. I put everything inside, and people told me you're not gonna get any job, but I got it. You know, like I got my 2 internship with even that CV is crazy. And then slowly I learned how to make it like less and less. You don't need to add everything. Like when your experience raise, don't need to add everything. You can decrease from the like folder one, the serious. Like you know, it's like when you don't have anything, you just put so much inside it. Exactly. So now talk to me about exactly what certifications you did that kind of made you ready for logistics. Because for me, if I'm giving advice to somebody in terms of marketing or finance, I know what to tell them. But logistics specifically, I don't know. So are there specific certifications that people are looking out for when it comes to logistics? Are there like specific like, you know, skills that you feel like people should have? What advice? I think in our university we attend, if you attend a logistics and supply chain master, at the same time you can do CIPS, which is like the Charter Institution of the Supply Chain Management, basically. So they will give to you like automatically. So people go and learn there, they do exam there. But for our university, parallelly you can get the CIPS as well. You can get the membership, and if you have 2 years experience in the procurement sector, you would actually become like a certificate person. Really? When you join, you automatically become member, and then you become after 2 years of you don't even need to do any exam. You automatically earn it. And then CILT as well. It's for logistic. Basically, you can add these two definitely in your CV and try to get it to be certified person. And then I would say like I had ICDL. I don't know if it's like common here or not, but it's like all Microsoft in a top level. Like I know training, PowerPoint, Excel, definitely Excel coding. Like I don't use mouse anymore. I just use the codes in the keyboard. And then if your manager see that, they will be like, wow, it's skilled. It was wrong when you were using mouse in the office area, like ching, 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 ching. That sound is like when you use it in ways. They know that this person doesn't know. And like she doesn't know the codes of Excel is so important, guys. Like it's like insane important in especially logistics. Like just learn Excel, like all the formulas and everything, and also software as well, like SAP. There's so many software. Like every company use different software, but the all mindset is like same. All of them. It's like for invoice, purchase order, delivery, like certificate or something like that. And then definitely be good at email, like And then also, especially in my area, like communication skill is so important. Like when you don't know anything, just ask. Just ask. Just arrange it. And then even especially in logistics, one mistake, even it's like small, little bit, it can cause a lot of problems. And then your manager gonna like actually like shout at you, like because they don't accept this thing. And then if you know something, you should not ask it. Like if it's common sense, don't ask it. And then at the same time, I'm saying ask it twice. Like double check yourself, triple check yourself in job. Definitely, like don't let other people come and tell you this is wrong, that is wrong. But more than that, this is important. Like this is what I learned in my first job, and my manager said to me feedback. I remember some days I was going, my mind was not there.
Somewhere else.
I was like daydreaming with myself, and then I was not checking my work.
You're not double checking it
because you're like, oh, this is so easy. I already did it. It's okay. I can send it.
But then you forget that there's some mistakes that anyway. Even for me, like before I give anybody my work to review, I put it on Claude.
That's so good.
I tell Claude, check this like a manager. I check for anything that is going to be a problem.
So good. It
helps me.
But before we couldn't use that much of like ChatGPT or something. It was not very popular.
That's true.
And then I was like, I remember like one party was just mistake, and my manager was like, you didn't see that? And I was like, it was so bad to tell me like that. But then I was like, whoa, like, I should act like I'm not the same person. I should act like the other person and check this for.
Exactly.
And then she said to me the same nice thing as well. She was like, check it 2 times, check it 3 times, check it 4 times,
check it and just make sure you're very confident.
Check and learn Excel. Software is okay because you're gonna learn it in like 5 minutes. I would say, like if you're smart, you're gonna get it, because software of the offices basically is not that hard at all. Like they would actually teach you step by step. First week is just like teaching you how to work with the software, and even if you don't know it at all, you would get it. Like just be confident in yourself that you know how to do it.
I love the advice you gave at the start, whereby you told people that if they should just start. They can start anywhere at all. Like they can take any job, but then just start. But my question is, what advice would you give to the person that maybe they've started in a field that they want? Let's say maybe somebody wants to go into logistics, but they took their first internship in like admin in order to just survive. So how can they kind of like reroute their career from admin back to what they actually want?
Same with me. I started my internship in business development, and then I ended up in logistics. So
how did you like backtrack from that here?
For me, I really didn't have that much of choice, because like it was just like internship with the limited time. They told me like this gonna start this day and end this day, and then I knew it, but I tried to like engage myself more, like a lot. Like some people, they might not even like you, but I was going to different departments, trying to make connection, even saying hi and hello, and then I learned what they're doing as well. Just sitting next to them and watching is even good. Like you don't need to just talk to them. Oh, can I just sit and see what you're doing? Can you tell me how it's like that? And if they, I mean, like as long as if they have a free time, not like to go and be rude or something. But I try to engage in every department. And after even my friend, the internship finished, because I was too much with the different departments, they told me like, oh, we have 3 months more, you can come and join marketing as well. But honestly, marketing was not my path, so I said like, I'm sorry, I don't like it. But you know, when you make connection like this, you be noticeable by other department and so on, and they're like, okay, do you want to do that? Do you want to? They would come to you when you come to them. And then when I finished my internship, I tried to like go and learn this a logistic software that I said, like Excel, make improvements in my like SAP especially, and then I add these things and then do some project, attending ad hoc events. I would say again, this is so important.
Everything basically packaged. Like
I went to this event, that event, and then suddenly like they notice it and they ask me so many questions. First they like, oh, come here, do this, can you do that? Like they put for me exam test in the interview, say how you react to this, and then I got my internship in logistics.
That was how you got it.
But don't be so far, you know what I'm saying? Like don't be like
too far in a different
like you
field.
want to do logistics,
something that they link
so that
like,
go to supply chain, or you want to do logistics, go to shipping. You want to do logistics, go to the, I don't know, the business side, you know, business develop, operation even. Like they not like, for example, I want to do like logistics, but I go to like marketing. If you go, you just like choose your path, you know, and then I mean, you want to figure it out for 3 months is good, but then if you stay in that marketing job for 1 year, that's your path. Just continue. Just be professional in that, just don't lose it, Yeah.
So are there any like industries or companies currently that are hiring that more people have to start looking at? Like when you tell somebody to like get into logistics, is there like a specific industry that you would tell them to start looking into? Maybe that's oil and gas, maybe that's fashion, maybe that's something. And there are industries now that you've seen that there is more demand in terms of logistics.
I would say because before it was so good, they were hiring so much, they were like recognize this industry more, but like after the situation happened, it actually impacted a lot of people.
Departments,
and then I saw like decreasing staff, like salaries and this stuff. Like, just don't be sad about it. Just like know that some situation happened in the world, and then it's a little bit decreased, but then I would say still the new companies, they are interested in Gen Z or like after that people as with the new idea. Like if you have some articles, try to like publish it, like go to these new companies, especially like for example, that's what, because I have so much names in my head, but even in that ADNOC, like there is so many sectors, some people actually doing robotics, some people doing like, if you are studying logistic engineering, you can definitely do that. They'll do like something logistic robotics, like something like that. And then there is like technical part, there is operational part, like they're all there, and then try to print everything if you can, like print your article, say like, I have this idea, would you like me to work with you? Like just if you attend these things, you would definitely know. But like in terms of like applying, I would say if the person doesn't have that power to go by walking, definitely do by LinkedIn, because it's still so good. Try to make the CV good, and don't make it 4 page 5 page, just like 1-2 page is good. Like a good CV, like readable, very very clean. And then you can even use now cloud and this stuff to like just do your CV.
Yeah, that's true.
And then try to apply like I was applying like until my application for Easy Apply was finishing.
Was filled up.
Yeah. And then also not only that, oh my god, this is so important. I had from my other friend and it's so good. Don't stick to Easy Apply. Apply with the web. Apply with the job website. And that's how I get the job website.
I never got like so basically go to the company and search their website
and send them email. Sell yourself again, sell your skills. And then I never got the job with Easy Apply. Did you?
No.
Me too.
Never
I
worked.
got my job with the website.
Interview with Kezna. Yeah, he's in that one, but I never got job specifics. Even Johnson & Johnson as well.
Yeah, Johnson & Johnson.
Internship as well. Sorry, not internship. Interview using LinkedIn, Easy Apply. But yeah, what you're saying makes so much sense.
For me, I just got it from the website. Apply.
Not like the website.
Yeah, I even applied for MS supply chain. Like they just came back to me and they told me like hi, like I love you like that, but you need to move out. And I was like, no, I don't like that. I love that. I was like, just like chase your dream.
Yeah,
just apply to. I was like, for something I was like obsessed with the fashion, so I was like, oh, let me apply to go all like stores I know that work in the fashion industry. So I still got notice. They still call you back.
Yeah.
I got even interview in Cartier as well. Yeah. When I actually accepted the job in Canon. One day after that, Cartier called me as well, like, oh, we need the supply chain like specialist. Would you like to join? And I was like, actually, I was like, oh my god, what did I do? I liked Cartier, and it was so good. Like, but I got called from because
from the
apply website.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If I was finding their number, oh my god, bless them. I was becoming like the worst stalker you ever seen in your life. I remember for Canon, I was calling them every day. What's happening with my application? Like, you told me you want to give me offer. What's happening? They took their time, so I need to push. And they noticed it. They said like, we know you now, like, so when I realized the number of the recruiter, I would never leave it. I was like, how's everything? How's your family? Like, actually, don't do that, but like try to like follow up, because they're like, oh my god, this person is like chasing, and they love the people who are chasing, especially logistics, because you just need to chase people, especially in operation side. the main thing you do is like chasing. So when they say like, oh, this person actually good with it,
They can do it. Yeah.
they would love it.
Yeah.
They would say to themselves, oh, this person is annoying.
Yeah.
They would notice it. Like,
Notice you.
this is good.
That's all from my side. Thank you so much for sharing this information. This was so
helpful.
helpful.
You're so amazing,
And I'm so happy that we got to do this.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy. Thank you. But yeah, thank you. I hope that was helpful for so many people.
Thank you so much. You're the best.
Bye bye.